Hi, hey, it's your good friend J. Scott Jewell playing Factorio again. We just got a bunch of labs set up, and I left some notes for myself. I want to do solar power, do a perimeter check, and get some red belt up and running. So a couple of things with that plan. We can get production set up for solar panels, but we can't really start using them completely effectively until we also have batteries and accumulators up and running. So let's get production set up for them, though. So basically, we want to be far enough away that we can throw our output in a box. Or, well, I guess it doesn't even have to be that far away. So let's see where we can put everything. For solar panels, we will need steel, copper, and circuits. So we're going to need a line that combines steel and copper. And then I'm just going to have another full line coming up for the circuits. So to do that, we're basically going to want a splitter here to split off copper, and then another one to split off steel. So this will go there. So the steel can go underneath it there. And then it will be met by steel coming in from over here. Three, then rotate it. Oop, mess that up. Let's go to... we're going to need sulfur to get the batteries, to get the accumulators. So, do sulfur processing. Nope. Nope. There we go. Okay, so now we've got this belt with copper and steel. And then we'll want the other one coming up alongside it for the circuits. So the circuits will split off there. There we go. And then get underground belt to get everything underneath everything else. There we go. So then, get our assembly machine here for solar panels. Get two of those, and then one of that. I think that'll be good. Let's power it up and find out. Okay, so we definitely need some more insertion on the metals. And the fast inserter is a little bit faster than the long-handed inserter anyway. Okay, so it looks like that'll be good. And then we can just have one inserter putting the output over here for now. And I have seen setups where the output goes onto another belt and then goes down to just a common path, which is probably something I'll want to set up eventually, but for now I'm just doing, just doing what's in front of me. So let's get some more power. Okay, so that'll start producing the solar panels, and then once we have some research done, we can get going on that. The other thing I want to do is make sure I get the things you need for a successful raid up and running, because I'm going to want, a couple hundred bullets to take with me, and then a bunch of turrets to plop down as I go. So for turrets, it's iron, copper, and gears. And looks like copper and gears we need the same amount of for each one. So I'm going to make one line for the copper and gears, and then another just full line for just the iron. So let's get the iron line coming up first, because that's the easiest one to set up. It's right at the top of the bus, so we don't need to do anything fancy with the belt. And that means that coming up next to it, we are going to want a belt for copper meeting up with gears. And then same deal, the gears are right at the top of their belt, so we don't need to do anything fancy there. Okay. And this can go underneath there. And that'll all go up there. And I think that's all the more we need to do with it. Let's get batteries going. So the steel can all come over. Copper can all come over. The iron can go under. And we'll get the gears coming up. And then you make me turrets. There we go. And we'll see how many of these we actually end up needing. But I'm going to guess 2 long inserters and a fast. And we'll just do another one for output here. And again, we want to limit the output to just one stack should be fine. Now, the neat thing about finishing that lab efficiency, you can see we're using all of our labs right now. But now that they're processing the science faster, they're going to start outstripping our production. And you can already see our backlog starting to get past the labs. There we go, so we've got turrets underway, and then if I'm remembering right, the magazines are just iron anyway, at least at this level. So all I'm going to do is put another assembly machine up top and extend this a little bit. Ooh. There we go. Then get all those going into there. Yep. Alright. Got batteries done. We want accumulators. Want this making us magazines. Okay, and we've got way more insertion than we actually need. So let's get that on output. And then this one, I'll probably want a good 4 stacks there to take with me on the raids. Speaking of stuff I'm taking with me, I want to drop some more inventory nonsense. It looks like I've got a chest basically for fuel, and then I'll start another one here for... I have no idea why I'm carrying that much stone with me. I want some, but not that much. Then the rest is just kind of junk. Like, I'm never going to do anything with these burner inserters. Oh, and I have some science I can drop off at the lab, apparently. There you go. Yeah. Okay, so... yeah, we're at 5.1 megawatts right now, which is every scrap that we can possibly produce. So we're going to need some solar power before too long. And in fact, since we got a couple here, I'll take a chunk of those and do just a little preliminary setup. Actually, I'll do it right in the middle of things here, because I'm not using this strip for anything, just because of the way this coal seam is placed right now. So I'll do a little temporary solar installation to help things along, during the day anyway. At night, obviously, it's gonna come down a little bit, and I know this isn't the most efficient, placement I could do. I could put another panel there and there to, fully use up the power area of the medium pole, but I want space to be able to run between these. So, and same goes for the horizontal. I want to be able to run across if I need to. Let's do some more lab efficiency. So what I'm going to do is do the same pattern there, but basically rotate it 90 degrees. There we go, and then it looks like we're going to need another pole connecting it in between these two. There we go. So then I can just do this this patchwork kind of thing. Run into my radar. And then we just keep extending that pattern up, or go over to the side here, or whatever we end up wanting to do. Get that tree out of the way. That's funny. So we can pretty much just replace that. Okay, so now that power amount is dropping steadily because it's getting dark again. But once the sun comes up again, that'll start providing some extra power for us during the daytime at least, until we can get the accumulators up and running, which is probably a longer way away than I'd like, because we're going to need... Let's see, I want 10 turrets to take with me. That should be more than enough to handle anything that I'm going to be up against, and then I'm going to wait for those bullets to fill up before I head out and do that. In the meantime, we can do red belt. Because if I'm looking at the live feed, like, we're just now getting to the point where we're going to start tickling this base to the northwest. I'll probably get an attack here soon, actually. Kind of curious as to what they'll go after if they're coming from that side. Probably the radar, if I'm honest. Which, where is the radar out there? I do have one somewhere. Right, I remember because it was going off of this. Yeah, and we upgraded the power poles. Yeah, let's get some turrets out here. I'll use most of my own bullets. There we go. Okay, so now it's not really super safe for me to be out there, but I did want to make sure that radar station had a little bit of protection. There we go. Let's see. See what I mean? Now that we've got the labs running more efficiently and running faster, we're starting to get some gaps in our... These ones can't actually get any science out to them because they're not getting past this lab before they're all used up. That's just because they're processing them faster. So once we get some more power and resources worked out, I'll extend that up and get some more science on the go as well. Turrets are looking good. I want to get myself back up to 10. And then we've got I've got 172 on me. I really do want 200 or 300 before I go out there, because I'm pretty timid when it comes to approaching bases. So I tend to have like one turret that's firing almost constantly to keep me safe, while I, jump forward timidly and place another turret. You see what I mean when we get there. But then we can do a little bit of that. Ooh, yeah, looks like we can go on a brief foray over here to the east. Take care of whatever this is. It's a little tiny base I'm seeing on the map. Looks like it's probably only one spawner, maybe a couple of worms. Let's go give it a look. Yep. Oh, and it's all in the trees, too. That's not my favorite. Okay, so there's one turret. Oh. There they go, they spotted me. Okay, so that's where the last one went down. So we at least know my back turret can hit there. And then I'll just kind of carve a path of turrets that go a similar distance. So that as I approach, I'm always protected. At least marginally. Okay. There we go. Then go back and get this one. It's all complicated by the fact that I have to chop down trees as I get closer. There we go. And then this one's probably just going to fire on the base itself constantly. Yep. So we're going to need this other one back there protecting it. Am I helping? No, I don't have any bullets. There we go. Okay, so the base is taken out. Ooh, is that still... That's still me, or is there more action somewhere else? No, okay. Nothing on the radar station yet. That's good news. Let's start researching the railway, I suppose. Oh, there we go. So I'll repair that back at the base. Let's pick everything up. Get the heck out of Dodge. And then by the time we get back there for the next episode, we should be ready to go on a full-on raid on this base to the northwest. And that should be pretty good for us. And then we can start working on maybe some rail stations. Try and get the resources we need to get actual solar power up and running. We'll see. We'll see what happens. That's next episode. For this time, I am signing off. All right, bye-bye.